I ask for the truth on behalf of Brittany Jade concerning relationship issues. Just can't seem to be making the right decisions just lately, and what's this about? I ask in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. Peace. May you blessed be. And we just cut the deck like that for you there, Brittany, and we'll just move the cards to the side and deal out 3. The first is in the position of your recent past. The second is in the position of your present, and then finally there, the third is in the position of your future. In this particular scenario, it's the recent past influence, the present influence, and the immediate future influence. The recent past and the immediate future are about a moon phase behind, a moon phase ahead. About a moon for either side. About 3 or 4 weeks either way. 3 or 4 weeks ago, of course, because we asked we've asked on behalf of you, and the energies have been placed on behalf of you there, and the question was about your relationship. I sort of get the word that's failing or failed or something, I don't know. But either way, the first card there represents what's been going on just recently with regards to your relationship. And of course, now you've asked a question or give it a subject matter, we can focus on that subject matter and link the meaning or the energy that vibrates on the card on your behalf to that, to try and understand and comprehend what's been going on there. And look, we've got the serpent, the energy of the serpent. The serpent symbolises, in a lot of cultures, the serpent can symbolise healing, can't it? In other cultures it can symbolise betrayal, but this tends to focus more on I suppose, how the serpent can go in and out of crevices in nature, you know, between under stones and things like that. And the serpent can see you, but you can't see him. And in this particular case, maybe I get this sort of feeling as though that's where you've been, that's what you've been doing. A sly and subtle approach has been needed just recently. You've been watching your partner like a bloody hawk, although it's the serpent, nevertheless. You've been watching him like a hawk watches prey. I get a sense as though you feel as though you've been betrayed. You sort of know, and somehow you just can't prove it. And this is always the case, isn't it? When we can't prove these things, we sort of feel as though we know, but we can't prove it. But nevertheless, we've got to move quietly. We've got to remain in the shadows, and that's what you've had to do. Because one wrong move, and if you are in the wrong, which you could be, but if you are in the wrong about what you suspect, then all hell breaks loose. So it's a case of very, 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 very quietly, very sort of watching him but not letting him know that you are. Just watching his text messages but not trying to not let him see you. What's this about here? The next card for the present energizes your present there. The energy of the minstrel. The minstrel vibrates right now, and of course the minstrel, and just really saying to you that you must let your intentions be known. You must let him know what you want from this, and maybe that's what it is, because you're not prepared to, or you haven't been prepared to let him know what you wanted from the relationship. Of course, it's all been a song. It's all been a song and dance, and so you've been maybe it's the lack of communication on both sides, of course. It takes two to tango, as they often say, don't they? As I've established before in many relationship reading, and maybe when the communications break down, then nobody knows what each other wants. Yes, I want your body, I want sex with you, I want to go out clubbing with you, I want you on my arm for my friends to see me with a woman on my arm, or in your case with a man on your arm, or with you on a man's arm, whatever. But nevertheless, I don't want to discuss what I really want from this relationship. Such as, for example, I want us to talk a bit more. I want to hear you talk to me. I want you to tell me what you feel. I want to tell you what I feel. But for some strange reason you won't. You'd rather sit back just recently, and maybe out of fear. Maybe out of fear of, I'd rather stay on the side, in the sense of, I'd rather stay quiet in the shadows, so I don't say the wrong thing, I'll say nothing. And now, of course, you're in a position where you've got to say something. But will you? What is the immediate future? What results? What's the immediate future in the sense between now and this time next month, over the next 3 or 4 weeks or so? How will that pan out, as you would say? Let's just see here what we've got there. And you've got the energy of the wolf. I thought this was a trust issue, because you won't, because right now you should be speaking out and aren't. You're going to have to be aware who you trust just between now and this time next month. Over the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, just beware who you confide in. Maybe this is the reason why the sly and subtle approach was needed, why you were having to work in the darkness, why you were sort of having to be the serpent in the nooks and cracks and crevices behind the door, listening through the keyhole, or whatever from a metaphorical or actual point of view it is, switching the curtain or whatever. Whatever this has been, watching from a distance. And now you've got to, you should be letting your intentions be known, because there's a trust issue going on here, and you've got to be aware of your trust. You've got to be careful who you confide in between now and this time next month. So right now, let him know if you don't talk. How can I trust you're going to do this? I don't know you're going to do that. How can I trust you're going to do that, or whatever, if we never talk? Because you don't know the person who to trust. You can't trust somebody if you don't know who they are. It's as if you are in love, or you have been in love with a stranger, and now you've got to let your intentions be known. You've got to let, in any situation, any problem, when there's a problem in any situation, you're usually asked, what do you want from this? And you must now say what you want from this, because there'll be a trust issue. Even you won't be trusted. Even you're the one, maybe, who will be avoided like the plague, and they will beware who to trust with you, and you will be the one who will be shunned and not trusted. It works both ways. You've got to get this one sorted out. You really have, because if you don't let him, just by letting him know what you want, it might break the ice to let him know what you want. And if he doesn't let you know what he wants, well, at least you've told him what you want. He knows. If he's not prepared to accept that, then, and he's not prepared to trust you with what he wants, then what is about to happen will happen anyway, because it's all virtually already happened, hasn't it? It's just about just remember to lock the door on your way out. That's really the nip and tuck of it, isn't it? And sadly, just for now, these cards have spoken.